Praise Yah. What's good? Welcome in. I always feel like, yeah, okay, we're live. What's good? Welcome in. Praise Yah. Let's have a little chat. Join me. I've had the new SONICWARE Lofi-12 XT for like a day now. I've had a good solid few hours with it. So I just want to explore it some more here live, talk about it. If you guys have it, come on in. If you don't, if you're interested in getting some insight, come in and see what we can see. Yeah, I went with the retro look. I think the retro look is really nice. Even the original design of like the sample track, right? It already looks like a handheld video game, and with the retro kind of like NPC style colorway, looks even more like a Game Boy, and it's very nostalgic for me. So I think it's just sitting in front of it. It's nice. It's inviting. So what's up with y'all though? Let me see the chat if it's popping up. Say what's up. Haven't done a live stream in a minute. I think last I was talking about not getting any more gear on the channel, but this looked pretty intriguing. I don't know. I'm kind of lagging here. I'm pretty tired today, but I want to look at the Lofi-12 XT. I've learned a few things. I think I've spent most of my time, the majority of my time, trying to get my swing and quantize settings right, and then I kind of landed on just 0 quantize and like 5% swing. I think the swing is pretty cool on this though, because it's like real time. Like I can input my drums and stuff on this, and then go into the swing setting and adjust it, and it will be adjusted real time. So that's kind of neat. But like everything else, I think the workflow of it is really pretty smooth. It's hard to say for a straight up beginner. I'm coming from using the sample track, so I'm familiar with this layout, so I think that helps for me. I don't know if you're completely new to SONICWARE, if it's gonna be as easy. So those kind of questions are hard. I did want to, I was gonna frame it that way, like how easy is this thing to use, but it's pretty straightforward. Like having these dedicated buttons for these different windows and tasks and stuff it's pretty straightforward and nice. I don't see anyone in the chat. What's up though? Come on. But anyways, I've sampled something in here. So I'll chop this up, just go through the process of that. And I also got this drum break. So the chopping is interesting. It's been a while since I used the sample track, so I don't know if this is exactly the same, but like when you click these knobs double as like zooming and also like start point. Maybe I could zoom in a little bit more with my... What's that, baby? That's me. That's us.
This is so good.
Dallas Cole, what's good, man? Thanks for joining me. Go eat your food. You know you gotta have clean hands over here. Okay, so yeah, like that's interesting. I like the way it's laid out too. This and the sample trick, the way you have, see, these are A, B, C, D knobs, and I already put the little cream knobs on this. I had this one, I had these clear ones back from my sample track. So I put those on there. Put the clear one on there because you get the light blinking on the tempo and all that. So I'm gonna start with this break and then chop up this sample here. And some of these things, like, yeah, it took me a minute to figure out, but it's if you pull out the manual, you can figure some of these things out pretty quick. Like setting your count and stuff, simple. Just, you know, that's where my click is at. So a press of that brings you into the tempo menu, and you can adjust your tempo. You can set your count in, your metronome volume and all that. So I got it for a 4 count in. And I already did the work to like get these tempo locked in. That's pretty easy. I'll explore that at a different time. I think maybe in a video, because I kind of do that with every machine that I have. The beat matching with the samples and a break kind of thing. I think it's a real good feature to have. So this does it actually probably simpler than most machines I've actually seen. So yeah, if you want to slice up, configure, all right, now it's send. So yeah, not send. I thought this standard for send for some reason, but it stands for sound. Okay, so this is where you load your sounds. I could switch through different sounds that I have in here. Just stuff that I've loaded up in the project. But most of these, I guess these windows, these buttons, have double features. Like, see, if I'm right here, click it once and I can select my sound and edit, start endpoints and all that. Click it again, and then you can go into some of the voice settings. So like it's on mono right now. And this is the A knob that I'll turn. So I can turn it to slice, and then there's a button. And then it's pretty straightforward slicing like most machines you see now. Go on. So I could do like a manual slice here. Trying to get this image looking good. Everybody. I don't know if I like that. Screen's a little bright. So you just chop manually. See, now one thing I have to consider is I'm gonna go back and, well, leave it on slice. If I click this, there's a one-shot loop button, so I want to put it on. Well, I'm exploring this, so I think I want to leave it on one shot. So when I'm chopping, and I like this because you can just clear a chop, right? And I can also preview. So I'm previewing while the sequence is playing what I'm chopping before I even finish like actually chopping, so I can work out my chops before I decide to exit this window and go sequencing them. Metronomes clipping. Let me see if I can turn that down. Is the overall sound of this clipping? I'll turn it down a bit. Chris Head, what's good? Still tripping? What's up? YouTube has changed. Have you just started? What do you mean by that, man? Okay, let me turn it down. How's it changed? Has the YouTube's levels changed? What do you mean? Am I tripping? This is a different machine, so like every time I use a different machine, I do gotta kind of adjust the settings. So So that's better. But I'm curious what you meant by YouTube has changed. Okay. So now I can go back in to the slice. And my slices are still there, right? I exited that window, but what I've sliced so far is still there. So that's cool. And I can continue the slicing process. And delete some stuff. I also zoom in here. Okay, so from there I could just say I'm good, exit this. And when you exit it, my sample is just gonna play like the first chop when I'm on that track one, because I got that whole loop on that track that's been sliced. But I can go in a pad and then one thing I think that's not happening is that you have to manually set the choke group, which is fine. It's not super hard, but this and the SP, like I don't understand why when you chop something, why it wouldn't have auto choke groups or mute groups. Refresh this chat window. Okay. Here's the point where I got to decide what my chops are going to be. Maybe just keep it simple and move on. All right, so I got to go. I might exit this first, go to the sound, or go to configure. So yeah, make sure so I'm doing 32 length, 16. I actually want to do something longer than that. So let me double up. Hold on a second, yeah. Huh? Those shoes are too big for you, baby. Go find your other ones and I'll help you, all right? Okay, then give me a minute because I'm a little bit busy. So I'm gonna double up the length of the break by holding function and then turning the length knob. Should double it up, copy it. And then yeah, so move back over to this track and double the length of that. 64. So I think that equals 4 bars, 64, 1/16 notes. Yeah, the chat window is, there we are. Okay, yes, sounds better. Glad to hear that. Doesn't show you how long your stream has been on. That's what's changed. Yeah, really. I mean, I think it's been a couple weeks since I've been on a stream. I usually get like the newsletters with stuff like that. I might have just overlooked it, or maybe it's just one of those obvious things that you're noticing. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so I just got on, man, when you had typed that in, and it just started. Bill Pocat, what's up, man? New name. Slight switch up there. Culture Max was good. Is this a Groovebox verse the SP? I think this is closer. Maybe it's somewhat. They consider the 404 in some of its workflow. I don't know anything about the Lofi 12s, like the live-ins, which is supposed to be like a combo of the live-in, right? Pretty sure, and the sample track body, but the workflow is a lot different than the sample track. Same body, different workflow. But yeah, it does, like, just the fact, like, certain things that I didn't like about the sample trick. Now I do like the sample trick, and I'd probably pick it up again. But stuff like, hold on a second. I don't know why I seem to be locked up right when I'm trying to tell you about this. Oh, it's because I'm in pad. Okay. If you're in pad, you can't just jump around to these different menus, okay? That pad mode kind of, either turns your pads into a keyboard, depending on whether you have like a instrument note, or if you have slices, it turns it into your chops for the track. So that's cool. I like how they implemented it, how they thought about that. That's cool to me. Like, I think it's a creative way of looking at stuff. So it's a unique box, I think, and it's so far it's a lot of fun. But what I was gonna say was, what was I gonna say? Oh, as far as like this being versus a 404 Mark II, yeah, I think that, you know, you have more immediacy and like flexibility. Like with the sample check, you're more kind of locked up into the window that you're in. This, you can move very fluidly, and once, like when you're in the sounds, just like in the SP, like in the, what is it on the SP, the start end chop button, that's like kind of this section here. You can easily do zoom ins and changing of your start end points. But also something that's quicker is well, you can load sounds into, you see that, into like the sound slots, and you can easily navigate through them. So you can have sounds in here that aren't currently on your tracks, and you can like go in between them. So it has a nice browser too. You just click on that knob instead of turning it, so that you can see what else is inside the SD card. And this whole little file management thing is pretty cool too. Like the fact that you have tags. So like the pads become tags, or they control the tags, so you can eliminate other types of sounds. So like if I click this, you see that corresponds to BD, which stands for bass drum. I know this is not super clear on my screen here. If I can get that a little bit better. It'll be better in the videos because I can do a higher resolution. Maybe I just zoom in. Huh. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, so we'll take my word for it. These are working as tags. Select this. You can select more than a few tags. Doesn't really break it down to anything. But yeah, you can search by just bass drums, snare drums, hi-hats. You could do loops, instrument sounds. So it's a cool idea too. Like this is pretty unique the way that it works, and I like the way they've conceptualized what they're doing right here. Like it's different. Yeah, exactly. It looks like a giant video game controller. I was thinking Game Boy, very nostalgic. That's why I had to go with the retro color versus the black. Oh, the black one looks nice too. like all my other MPCs, all my other samplers are that color. So this, I don't know, just makes me want to sit down in front of it. Makes me feel like I'm a kid, like I'm playing games. So I could still feel like I'm playing games, but still be productive. You know? So I don't take much time to play games today. Yo, if I can get a thumbs up, yo, hit the thumbs up. If you guys want to support the channel, if you could, go pick up the Lifted Noise Stole These Sound sample pack. Link is in the description for PayHip. I mean, it's free. You can download it. And if you want some sounds. Now, what I just found out recently, though, is that none of these sounds will work as is in the Lofi-12 XT. I guess I wasn't paying too much attention until I looked through the manual and seen like an FB post. I put a bunch of sounds on the SD card. It's not going to read stereo samples, so you'll have to convert them or just sample stuff straight in. So that's what I'm having the most luck with, is just sampling stuff in right now, because I'm not really in a mode to like convert the samples. But it does say in the manual that they have some sort of converting tool. I'm not sure what that is specifically. I think there's in the menu here, there is a convert audio thing, but I'm not sure if that's the same thing. Probably not. I'm more thinking like there's some sort of a desktop tool for converting, but I'm not sure. I have to investigate that a little bit more. But for now, so yeah, if you're gonna put samples in this on an SD card, you got to make sure to put mono samples. So there's that. But go pick up the samples. I'm probably gonna take this pack here though, and also try to convert it. We'll convert it and make it set up, because this thing is interesting. Like it's really only one sound per track, but you can still, the way that it works too is what I've seen like with if you guys have ever used the OP1, the way that it creates drum tracks is by like creating these slice points. So what you're gonna do is like strategically sample. I think I'll just, once I make the samples mono and make them so they're compatible with this, I'll load them up onto the pads and then resample them in a strategic way so that they will be laid out when they get sliced the way that I like them, so that I can do my usual finger drumming. Although this is kind of a different layout. It's definitely a different layout. It's still 8 pads. My drum kits that I've made for this is 8 samples, but it's, 4 pads on top of 4 pads. But I don't know, maybe there's a way of getting, because what it does, like you've seen with the chops, it allows you to utilize these menu buttons as pads when you're in slice mode. So I think that's super creative, the way they've set that up. Maybe they got some inspiration from the OP1. I don't know, but I think it's pretty cool. You hear that? I need to get a new I need a new one of these things. What do you call these? Boom arms? You hear all that? Really? Or I need to put some WD-40 on that. That's unacceptable. All right, y'all really in the chat window today, so that's cool. Well, this is a hype product right now, man. It just came out recently. There are some good videos on it. I've learned from some videos out there. I was watching them quite a bit, just studying the machine, so I'll be ready. So there's also that. I can't really tell you. I have an advantage of coming from using the sample track and then also watching those videos. So yeah, I don't like to go in completely blind with this. Swapping to different browser, I'll be Buddy Cat's there. I don't know what you mean. Oh, Buddy Cats. What's up, Buddy Cats? Yeah, exactly. Handheld Nintendo system.
It's right there.
The blatantly blatant number. What's up, man? Salute. Yes, yes. New toy. 8 chops max? No, see, that's like I was just explaining. You get to use all these. So it is an odd number. I believe it's, what, 8? I think it's 15. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 15 chops. which I think still beats the sample trick. I think the sample trick was like 14 because it utilizes some of the other buttons like on the end, and I don't think they worked as a pad. I'm not sure. I can't be 100% on that. Please, I just beat his platinum. Thanks, man. Sim City, what's good? Chrome browser going goofy now on Firefox. Okay. I get the big knobs from Amazon. Good price too. Good price. They're not very big knobs. You need small knobs for this to work, and they're kind of close, but I make it work. So I think you get an 8-pack for pretty cheap, like $15 or something, pretty low, and it comes with the little screwdriver too. And you got to make sure to place them in there so that you can do the click. So don't put them flush with the body. All right, I haven't even. Something's up with that. What's up with that? I think my chops disappeared for some reason. This has happened one at a time. What's happening? Actually try to record some. Be procrastinating too much. Yeah. Okay, so how to clear a track? Simply clear. What's going on there? Oh no, I messed up. I just messed up my chops. I gotta get out of the pad section before I think about hitting clear, because then I mess up my chops. I just messed it all up, y'all. Hey, I'm learning here, so. Yeah, that's messed up. I think I gotta turn that off.
Daddy, look at my ball.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! All right, go over there. Go get a towel. Go get that towel over there. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I messed up here. I deleted my chops. I did this once right before I got on with this, and then I stumbled upon how to redo my chops. Yeah, just put it right there. Put it on top there. She kicked over my drink.
Baby, don't go on the bed.
Okay. Well, y'all ain't not even looking at the whole screen. Let me bring that back up. So yeah, I accidentally deleted these. What I'm gonna do is just exit. Okay. I can clear these by doing this. And you can move through the steps. Okay. On my sound. Okay, here we go. I know when I'm on these streams, it takes me like the whole hour just to do one thing. Okay, so I messed that up, so I gotta redo all the show groups. Maybe there's a quicker way of doing some stuff that I'm doing slow, so don't hold it against SONICWARE on this, because I'm just learning. That's what we're doing here, exploring the possibilities and just learning this thing. Okay, I'm gonna do this chop for real time. I'm not gonna fix it. There we go. It is what it is. I'm gonna exit here. Go to amp. So yeah, like a lot of this rivals the 4.4 Mark II because you got different menus for volume and stuff, amps. So I could turn that down. So this just turns the volume down for the track. But this is not actually the track. There's a track window, a mixer window where you can do the volumes. It's the amp, reverb, delay. Okay. So you have like effects in here, which is cool. So you can put effects per track. So with the sample track, that didn't have the effect. It had effects, but the way that you would use them didn't really compare to the SP. But this is kind of somewhat nicer. I haven't like explored the quality of the effects, but the fact that you can insert an effect per track, that's pretty nice, right? So here's the list of them: chorus, flanger, phaser, some sort of delay, vibrato. So I can just turn that on and go through them to the chorus. Tremolo, and there's like a vinyl sim and a wow and flutter in this. Overdrive, low pass filter, got an isolator, and you can go in right and adjust certain, also settings there. This is a vinyl noise. Already got vinyl noise on my sample, but wow and flutter, add some more. Well, if you're coming in with a clean sample, like say if I played a keyboard into this, I would probably use this. I don't need it here on this. Maximizer, stomp comp. So yeah, there's a few effects in there. All right. Well, next thing I want to do, what I would normally do, is go and find the key of my sample. So I'm gonna pick a new track and find a new sound. I already had like a instrument in here. I have an electric piano, so I'll start with that. I'm gonna turn it on to, I guess that's loop. The option is loop or one shot. I don't necessarily want this to loop, but it's a long sample. That gives me like the note off kind of effect, or the gate effect on the SP. So now when I go into pad with that, I plugged this into MIDI to a keyboard that I have over here, but I haven't tried controlling it because I know there are some pretty deep MIDI settings you can do. So, but there it goes. It's already. And yeah, SONICWARE gives you a lot more of a range of chromatic mode than like the Roland the SP does. And it doesn't sound bad. Like if you listen to it, I mean, some of it doesn't sound great, but you can do more than 2 octaves. Right? And I think, let me see. Turn it off that. Yeah, so, oh no, that's right now, it's set up. Okay. Cool, so it's already automatically set up, so like chromatic mode is working from the keyboard, and I switch through different tracks. So for the tracks that aren't in slice mode, like slice mode will give me the chops here. That's cool. So I'm just discovering that if it's in slice mode, just like the pad mode on there, it'll give you the slices on the keys. But if you're on like a track that you're not using slice mode, it will pitch it. So I got my break over here. It's original tempo, and I can. So that's cool. It's like instantaneous. So that's pretty good. That's real good. All right, so let me go back up here. I'm gonna take a look at because we got like scales and stuff in here we can adjust within the pad mode. One thing I would like though, I think this is cool. I think this might have been, I heard someone suggest this for the sample track. I don't know if they did this, but the way this is laid out is pretty nice. So I'm in chromatic. I don't know if you guys can really, the screen's terrible. I might have to figure something better out. The video should be better because of the high res or the different, the higher resolution. It's just not, the green is hard. All right, so chromatic mode. All right, so it's right now it's on C, chromatic mode. So it's laid out like it lights up like a keyboard. So this is just set up how your keyboard would be. But what you could do is change your key here with the knob B, and then with knob A you can do the scale type like major, minor. But what it does when you do that, at first I was like, "What? This is not changing anything." But what it's actually doing is just putting all the keys that are in the scale immediately next to each other, which makes actually playing chords super easy. So like to build a chord, you got like the first, the third, and the fifth. Like that's a basic triad chord, right? So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a chord. So when you play this, you look at this, if you can put together any 3 buttons next to each other and build a chord because of the way they laid it out. You can add a 7th and you just add the one next to it. So it really simplifies the whole music theory thing and playing chords. If yeah, like I don't think you even really need a chord mode like that. You don't really need a chord mode when you have, and in fact, I've kind of liked the scale modes now better with these machines than having a chord mode. Like I don't even go, like for example, like the MPC, you have a really good like pad perform that gives you chords. But since I've been using the SP scale mode and learning how to make my own chords just by playing the scales, the pads and the scales, it gives you more like a fluid ability to like, what do you call that? So it's not just a straight chord. Big Jammin', what's good, man? Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, Buddy Cats, it's mono samples only. I guess you got to convert samples, man. But according to the manual, like I think SONICWARE has some sort of converter that you can utilize. But otherwise, just sample it. It comes with a pretty big library of sounds too to get you started. Like, well, not the drum break I use in this. I think I got off of Splice, but yeah, there's a bunch of like instrument sounds and stuff. But that's what this is, a lo-fi thing, man. So it's going for the mono. I don't know if I don't think I sampled that in lo-fi. Might have. But yeah, your samples will definitely sound a lot more lo-fi once they're recorded versus what you're monitoring. But you do have an option within the record screen. There's like a 24K, 12K option. Did you pick one up, Van? Are you waiting on one?
No, Daddy.
Buddy Cats, you pay 404?
No.
You got the pack?
No.
Talking my pack? I appreciate it if that's what you're talking about. OP1 was expensive. I had one for a short period. I thought it was really cool, but like I couldn't justify the price tag. Like, so I just returned it. At that time, I think I was buying stuff from Sweetwater, and I was like probably 15, 16 years ago. Really cool. That's really cool. But like I could do more then with my MPC 500. I felt like at the time for the price. Got the same squeak in your chair. Yeah, I could probably just. I mean, I want a new one. This is a cheap one that I got, like part of a package deal with a mic, like a really inexpensive mic, and the whole price of everything was like $60-something. But I want to get one of those maybe nice Rode ones. I like Rode stuff. I like Rode mics. I think I'm a big fan of that. I think I'll get one of the low profile ones maybe. Let's see, maybe that'll work for me. I haven't heard of the Sumo AI yet. If you guys, I don't remember what it was. The bro, Quick Strike 209. Maybe you guys have been over at his channel. He does a lot of MPC stuff, makes really fire beats. But he put me on this AI that just nothing touches, and it's crazy. Like, yeah, it's like it's got vocals and all that. It writes it just off of prompts. It sounds real. But he sent me these ones. He typed like lifted noise in it, along also with like his own name and stuff, and it was singing it and crazy. I forget what that's called. I kind of don't even want to share. We aren't ready for it. We're not ready. $15 chops is okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. You can make it work. I mean, I probably don't use more than 8 chops usually anyways. Like, I'm not really an auto chop kind of person. I usually manually chop my stuff up. So 8 chops, like, I'm good. If that doesn't work, you know, just cut your loop into smaller pieces and maybe use 2 different tracks, and you can get up to like 30 chops. You know, there's workarounds. Freshest in class. I'm liking it, man. It's cool. It's nice. It's fun. And it's pretty deep. There's still stuff I haven't explored. Like, I even looked at like the, you know, you got like LFOs, modulation and stuff. I'm not like an expert on synthesis. You know, I know the concept of what a low frequency oscillator it is, but I'm not going to try to go in here and right now because I don't want to look stupid. But yeah, you got filters per track. I mean, it got what you need, you know, the basics. Let's play that for a little bit. I honestly just want Roland to fix the SP, then add a sample bitrate reducer feature to get 8-bit, 12-bit. Yeah, that's a nice request. I mean, they've got a bunch of slots to throw in new effects still that they could do. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're still going to add more to it. Like some of the things they implemented in the last one, in the last update, it was great. But it does kind of seem like they left some things undone. I mean, it could just be my perception, though. To make a drum kit, you chop a longer sample with this on one file, then you can spread them across. Yeah, exactly. So it references the slice points, just like you've seen the chops there. So how the chops on. Hold on. If I can get out this window. So like, yeah. See how now. So I'll just have a drum kit with different sounds. You know, and I guess I could try to attempt to show that with like just beatboxing real quick. But yeah, my plan is to. So let me go to new pad, or go to function record, and I'll go. Let me see. Let's just do that. Okay. So I'll go to slice, and then I think there's a auto chop that will get. I've seen someone do this where it's real easy. But I mean, I could just do it manually. Okay. So just to kind of get a visual idea, and then you just and then you could still go over to, well, you could stay here and just like, if I want to say this is my hi-hat, and I'm gonna put it on Chuck Group 1, put this on. But I like the way you can clear things out is pretty smooth, just like you were deleting a sample off a pad. But when you hit clear and you select the track, you can delete everything from the sample that's on there, a parameter or just the note. So I'm gonna do all, and that takes that off of there. And you could easily just switch through to a different sample if you wanted to here. So, but what was I working on? So I was trying to get the key of this. I was trying to say earlier is I wish they that this would light up when you hit the pad so you can see what you're doing, like what note you're hitting. I mean, it's not bad, but that could be helpful. Ever notice when you play small gear, your shoulders and arms get tense and tighten? I haven't noticed that. I don't know. Are you above average stature, bro? So I'm not like, I'm like 5'6". I don't know if that matters. All right, so that's not the exact key. That's F. Yeah, let's go with F, and then I'm gonna load up maybe like a bass. Huh? Load a bass up.
Yes.
So, keyboards are basses.
I did it.
Did you go to the bathroom? Yeah? Need a change? Okay. Go get a diaper. Go lay down. Let's see, we have acoustic stuff. See, these are all stock sounds that it comes with. It's quite a bit of stuff. Let's see what that one sounds like. See, that's what problem I need to figure out, because your options are one shot, So if I go in pad, I guess just don't hold it. That could work. I'll be right back. I gotta handle something. Yeah, so that's one thing I need to figure out. I'm not sure. Maybe the amp envelope, but see. Leave that. Go back. I guess that just. I guess that's the best way to do it. Yeah, definitely, Ben. I want to get into using the looper a lot more. Playing like external synths, I haven't gotten to that. 88 Keys, what's good, man? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, that's all mono. All right, one thing I haven't done is saved. I must save this project. Function, this project, save, rename. I can rename this, so I'll just do it by the date. Okay. This is actually a little bit smoother. Like, I'm happy that the SP put out the ability to name samples, but SONICWARE has had kind of a superior way of doing it since before that. Using the D-pad here and then just the OK button. It's a lot quicker than the dial thing. Let's see, what is today? 21, 24. Ah, shoot. There we go. Done. And save. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it is. It is, but at least you can name stuff. Like, I've been using that for sure. That's really the only thing I wanted with the SP, and they delivered, so I'm pretty happy with that. Could be a different sound. These string sounds sound kind of cool, and they're mono, you know. So, not bad samples at all. Drum and bass sounds. I think this, like, I'm not a step sequencer user, but I think this is probably one of the best ones that I've used out of the MPC and SP. It's right there, like, you know, you got the 16 steps. It compels me to, like, I've actually used it a little bit here, at least tried it out. So yeah, I mean, this machine can be probably for some of those drum and bass and EDM type of genre style of production. It's not stuff I would like. A lot of this stuff is synth stuff, and it's just me. I like to, here we go, some more acoustic stuff. What do I have now? I wish I would keep me in there. We'll try the filter on this. We got so I could do a low pass filter, high pass filter, bandpass filter per track. Filter envelope. man. Equalize, what's up, man? Workflow is nice. Let me put a filter on this. City with the sax, huh? Oh no. Damn. Pause, bro. Yeah, you gotta protect your ears, bro. I know I've done some damage. I'll turn my NPC up all the way and that'll be normal sometimes. And like, yeah, my ears are getting fatigued for a reason, so. Let's save this up. Make sure to save that. Mr. Live from NY, what's up? I like the EP 133 KO the most out of all the portable small samplers. Just a sampler doesn't try to do too much. For sure. I feel like this is a sampler definitely too. Cause I mean that's one thing about the sample check I think that this is missing is I think that was aimed for someone who wanted to write songs, which is what I like to do, and I kind of regret not trying to at least like do a whole song in there. Like just some of the like the global tracks and the looping features. I bet it's possible here, but I don't know. You know, I mean, why? But this is cool just to sample some stuff. And that's how I feel like about the SP now. Kind of allowing these different instruments to find their way into my workflow. So like the SP is how I see it now as my starter, because a lot of the songs I feel compelled to write to, a lot of the beats I feel compelled to write to come start off on an SP, and then the MPC is just so much more capable to like finish the stuff up. So like they complement each other in that way, and I think it's something like the SONICWARE Lofi-12 XT as well could be like this. You know, I'll just take these sounds and put them on the MPC possibly, and then you know if I come up like I won't put it on the MPC unless this like has me singing or like rapping or something. Drill life was good. Well, you got the sample trick, don't you? So, if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah, you know I came from using the sample track. So this looked intriguing. It looked. I was saying earlier, it has some of my like, I guess gripes about the sample track and its rigidness of being able to like edit samples after the fact of putting them on like a track and stuff. So this frees it up. This is a lot more like the SP, I think. It even has like if you guys seen the mixtape recording, so it's like it's kind of like the, what do you call it on the SP feature that I don't use really, whatever that feature that's recording everything you do in the background. So there's like a mixtape thing that's like seems to be like something similar. Although I think you can do up to minutes, like maybe 3 minutes or something. Is it better than sample track? Man, it just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're like only trying to have one piece and you want to write songs and like play your instruments, record to the beats that you make, I think the sample track is probably better. If you want to chop stuff up and just like make beats without really doing that, and just everything inside here, and just come up with some fun ideas quickly, I think this one is probably gonna be your choice. You know, it comes down to what it is you're trying to do. You like the bass line? I'm kind of unsure about the bass line and the way it sounds, like it's not really blending as good as I might want. But it could work. I guess I get stuck on a certain way of wanting to sound a certain way. Sample check's too small for you. You have big hands. Yeah, makes sense. For sure. I was gonna try the EP 133. I haven't really been interested in it though since it first dropped, and then I heard about the fader gate and I was like, nah, I don't know how interested I am in that. Be jamming issue with the EP 133 is the fact it doesn't have resampling. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure this thing has resampling. Yeah, I mean, just like the sample track. Yeah, you can select what track you want to resample. Well, that might be a problem. So I don't know if I can do, maybe I can do, let me see. Okay. Yeah, because I had the idea earlier. I was talking about resampling my drums so that I can make drum kits out of them and use them on one track and utilize up to 15 pads. On this, the way the resampling works, it's not as fast as with the SP that you have a dedicated button, but you can go in here and change the sample source input, and you have a bunch of options. One of them is you can select the track you want to resample, but then you can also select the whole master output. So that'll work. Yeah, see, I think that's kind of like the most idea, because the MPC, I mean, you can do it all in an MPC, but what I've found from using like the SP is that I like starting things on there. So I think that's it. Like especially if you have something like the EP 133 and you feel like it's like super quick and fun to like put ideas together, and that's like a cool combination, and just put it on the MPC later. Me Collage, you got the sample track. Don't like the workflow. Much faster on MPC. Lofi-12 looks much faster in producing 4-bar beats. I think it's about the same in making the beats, but as far as like putting the sounds together, I think that's where it's faster, because it's like the immediacy. Like if you don't like something on a track, you can delete it quickly and put something else on there, or you can go in and you can adjust the chops easier. I think when you chop something in the sample track, you're stuck with those chops unless you like go in through a menu and do a bit more, as far as I remember. So yeah, I think it's a bit faster. Definitely getting the Digitac too, but I want it because of the sequencer. Okay. I feel like this kind of makes me think, although I've never used those, but I feel like this gives you some of that kind of, like if you're looking for that step sequencing ability, because you have the same like step sequencer layout, I believe, that you do on the Digitac with these rows, right? You see these numbers here, 1 through 16. These are your step sequencers.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah. What is that?
Okay.
Go clean it up. Go get it. What is it? Oh no, I guess. I'm about to wrap it up. I gotta go. My daughter, I gotta get her in the bath again. because she just had a big little accident. So yeah, skip back. That's what I was talking about, buddy. Catch. Yeah, it makes sense. Be jamming using the computer as a finishing tool. I feel that now, but like I'm just looking at my MPC as my DAW for the most part now. Although for the last couple of weeks I've been working on just starting beats in there. I've been having fun with that. So Raver Operator was good, man. Welcome back in. First week the KO2 dropped, I had gas, and problems with build quality were being reported in that time raise. I didn't need it, and I had enough to keep me busy with already. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. I never used DJ mode myself. It doesn't have the trigs that the D2 has. Aren't the trigs just like the buttons? Isn't that what that means? Or is there something deeper to that I don't understand? Being able to set probability per track on the secrets. Actually, I think this does have a probability thing on it that I kind of stumbled across. So I'm going to zoom in and look at it real quick for you. Hey, that looks a lot better now. So in the configure section, you have this thing called dice. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but yeah, there it is. It's like a probability. It's called dice. So like you see how I turned that down to 25%, and when I hit play, the break before was on there the whole time, right? I had stop there. So you can do this per track, Ben. So it's never something really I considered, but there it is. You have probabilities. It's just called dice on this thing, and you can go anywhere between 25 and 100% there. So maybe this was inspired by that, but as you can see, it has something. As far as I know, as far as what you're saying, at least my perspective, because I've never used it, so. Probabilities, dice. I think that's kind of, maybe it's, you know. Hold on, I'll be right back. Got to check on that bath. I missed what the ad on the iPad was. I didn't get hit with an ad while vibing to the beat for sure. Are you sure? I've not used the MPC well, but pretty sure we'll do it. And certainly the M8 if you have the command for it included. Yeah, I don't know if we're still talking about probabilities or what. Buddy Cats, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to call it. All right, peace, Raver Operator. All good. Love my MPC now. We finally got married in the end. Yeah, man, I can never ditch the MPC only for a little while, because I mean that's what I'm truly finishing songs up on now. The ring. Does this have a piano roll? No, I don't believe it does. It felt kind of weird because you don't really have you don't have a dedicated like home screen where you would like be sequencing or see any data like that. But it's still pretty deep. But nah, if you want something like this, kind of this form factor, the sample check has the piano roll. This thing has a built-in speaker, yeah. It's not very loud or anything. This is the little speaker here. Yeah, and the mic's not too bad. Like, that's actually one of the advantages, I think, as a songwriter, like a vocalist. I never completed anything, but before I had picked up my SP44 Mark II again, that's what I was taking to work and chopping samples up, and then like using the looper to come up with like hooks for concepts of songs with that built-in mic. I had a few concepts that I just ended up just throwing out because I let it go. But they were kind of some good ideas. I probably shouldn't have done that. No built-in battery. It's AAA, or not AAA, but AA, 6 AA's, just like the SP44. You can edit and move notes on the sample check with the piano roll. It's possible. Oh, dang. Yeah, it is possible. I have a. No, it's possible. Figure this. I'm gonna put that back on 100%. I'm pretty sure you can move notes around. I think I saw one of the posts. I saw a post about nudging them. I think that was OSR, The Journey, who had posted it, asking if you could nudge notes. And that is possible. That specifically, there's something called timing automation. It was added on the 3.0 update. I made a video on the 3.0 update that has, if you go to it, just go to my sample check playlist and go to the 3.0 video. There's a timestamp for timing automation, and you can see that you can move it along I think what it's called, micro timing. And then, yeah, SONICWARE has been great with their updates. They've added some nice stuff for sure. Yeah. But as far as like moving the notes, I think it's possible. I don't really exactly. I know you could select notes and delete them. Maybe not like drag them, but you can like move the cursor around and then input them step by step like that way. But I couldn't say 100% because that's not really a workflow of mine to like move notes around. But I think that what you would be looking for is that timing automation where you're just like trying to nudge stuff, most likely, right, to correct things that you didn't quite input on the timing that you wanted. You calling this beat screech? Why? Because of that. That low pass filter's cooking your ear. That why? Let me. Keep that in mind. Get that screech out of there. Boy, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go check in with my daughter and start doing the rest of the day's tasks and stuff. Get ready for work and all that. But I appreciate y'all kicking it with me, checking out the Lofi-12 XT. First impressions, it's pretty dope, easy to use. I think it rivals the SP in a lot of ways as far as function and workflow. So definitely looking forward to diving a little bit deeper in there, and you'll be seeing some videos if you're interested in that. Then yeah, stay tuned for those. If you have any suggestions or questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section after the stream, or if you're on the replay. I got some video ideas in mind. I just want to kind of learn this thing a little bit more, but I'm gonna cover some of the basic stuff that you would see on a sampler, or you would want to know about a sampler. From my perspective, I'll try to do something that's not, I'm not going to try to do the whole standard review thing where everything is covered, but just my perspective on this thing. And so, yeah, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate y'all. Keep on running with your dreams. Success is not a destination, man. It's a movement. It's an action. So keep on doing that. Y'all bless y'all. Peace.